Okay guys, so this video is an audience theory video, and we're going to be talking about a very simple theory which is called two-step flow. Two-step flow, unsurprisingly, comprises around two areas. The first group of people we're going to talk about are known as the opinion leaders. These individuals often consider themselves experts in the media text that perhaps you're talking about, or maybe even the whole entire media field. So they might, for example, be a real enthusiast about one film, or they might be an enthusiast about the whole film industry. But generally, they do consider themselves experts or enthusiasts. Um, as well as having a strong passion for that media field or text, they also will gain a lot of gratification or enjoyment for sharing their discoveries and opinions with other people. So what this means is, for example, if they are very much into the film industry and they watch a film that they really enjoyed, they are going to be likely to go out and share their thoughts and opinions on that particular film with other people, and they will gain gratification from that. And I'm sure you can all empathize with that. You've felt that feeling as well, where you've played a particularly good game or read a particularly good book, and you've gone out and you've spoken to your friends about them and told them about how great that experience was and why. So at times we all can be opinion leaders. The important thing that's often overlooked is that opinion leaders will often, what this word here is, mediate. And mediate means to almost modify the information they pass on. And the way they will mediate it is usually to agree more with their own opinions or their own views on the world. And this is something you'll see a lot in things like news. When people read a news article, it's very likely they will consume the information that agrees with their mindset and then share it with other people. So if perhaps they are a sort of person who follows a particular political party and they read an article that's positive about that particular party, they're more likely to share information about that. Or they're more likely to also skim out information that may not agree with what they believe in. So opinion leaders, there you go, enthusiasts who gain gratification from sharing their own ideas on a media text or media field with others. The second group are individuals in social contact with the opinion leader. Quite a mouthful there, but it kind of explains itself. These people often have less or even sometimes no interest at all in the media text or field that you are currently analysing. They will be in social contact with the opinion leader, though, and as we know, the opinion leader is likely to tell people about things that they've enjoyed or they've got a strong opinion on. So this person is likely to hear about this media text or field. It essentially increases the likelihood of this person consuming this media platform or product. So, for example, if we're talking about that film that the opinion leader who's very much into the film industry, that film that the opinion leaders enjoyed, and they go and tell the individual in social contact with them, that individual is more likely to go to the cinema. If someone comes and tells you, "Oh man, Avengers Endgame was so good," you're more likely to want to go and see it. So the opinion leader often influences the way the media texts that the individual in social contact with them will consume. But more importantly, in some cases, what is often overlooked is the fact that that information from the opinion leader, remember, is mediated. It's been modified to agree with the opinion leader's own core belief system. So that means that the information getting to them is mediated as well. So it often means the person in social contact with the opinion leader will go into a media text already having a biased perspective before they've even consumed it. And this can have an impact on their enjoyment of it as well. So it might be that if they, hear something about a particular news article, they will believe the bits that the opinion leader's given them, and their bias will grow. And that's when we get something known as the echo chamber on social media platforms, where everyone's agreeing with each other and they think they all have the correct opinion. Or there's also examples of people going in and being more likely to enjoy a product because they're already thinking positively of it when they sit down. So to give you an example, let's just talk about this show here. Community. Now, you may not have heard of it. It's quite old by these standards, and this poster does not sell it well. But I think this show is awesome. I'm really into decent American TV comedies. So I would consider myself an opinion leader on those. I watch a lot, and I tell a lot of people about them. And Community is absolutely awesome. It's one of the best ones out there. It's really clever. It's really, really funny. It's very unique. And for those who are a fan, it's also got Childish Gambino in it, and it's how he got famous, aka Donald Glover. Right there, I've just acted as an opinion leader. If you've not heard of this show, you are someone in social contact with me and you've just learnt a little bit of information about this media text. perhaps you are now more likely to watch it, particularly if you're a fan of Childish Gambino, I imagine, which I sorely recommend you do. But there we had me, as an opinion leader, influencing your consumption of a media text through the social interaction of this screencast. So when you are looking at media text, think to yourself, who are the opinion leaders in relation to this media text, and how will they influence the individuals in social contact? And that is always the question you should be asking when discussing two-step flow.